The connection profile, Schlüter DILEX-KSA, serves to create maintenance-free perimeter movement and connection joints. The profile with a stainless steel or aluminium anchoring leg features a replaceable movement zone made of soft rubber. The self-adhesive strip of Schlüter DILEX-KSA is used for attachment to a building component and prevents the accumulation of dirt in the joint. The Schlüter DILEX-KSA profile can be used to create permanently maintenance-free and silicon-free perimeter joints. The first step towards a successful project is planning. In our example, we have selected the tiles and corresponding profiles and determined the overall layout. The Schlüter DILEX-KSA movement joint will be installed between the floor tile covering and the wall. The Schlüter Reno U profile will be used for the transition from the tile covering to the adjacent floor. We have selected the profile heights according to the tile thickness. In addition to tile setting tools, we will also need proper tools to cut the profiles. This will depend on the material the profile is made of. For the aluminium version of Schlüter DILEX-KSA, we will be using a mitre saw with a non-ferrous blade. Aluminium profiles can also be cut using a variable speed angle grinder with the Schlüter ProCut TSM cutting wheel. Another option for cutting aluminium profiles is to simply use a hacksaw. Metal saw blades are the best choice. A mitre box is recommended to help ensure a straight cut. Remove the movement zone prior to cutting the profile. Use Schlüter ProCut PSF or a similar tool to cut the movement zone to size. With the planning complete, we can now start the installation. The floor has been prepared for the tile installation, including installation of the Schlüter Dietra 25 uncoupling membrane. The Schlüter Reno U floor transition profile has already been installed. In this application, the Schlüter Reno U profile is installed underneath the Dietra membrane, so that it is in direct contact with the substrate, covers the entire assembly, and protects it from mechanical damage. As a first step, we determine the required length of the profile. We transfer this length to the profile. Cut the profile to length. Check the precise cut of the profiles in a dry fit. The anchoring legs of Schlüter DILEX-KSA must be adjusted in the corner area to avoid overlapping. The anchoring leg doesn't need to be trimmed at the intersection with the Schlüter Reno U profile because it was installed below the Schlüter Dietra membrane. Once the profiles have been cut and dry fit, we can move on to the installation. In this video, we'll demonstrate the proper installation of the Schlüter DILEX-KSA perimeter movement joint profile in a floor covering. Remove the protective film of the self-adhesive strip to attach the profile to the building component. Fully embed the anchoring leg of Schlüter DILEX-KSA in the adhesive. Solidly embed the tiles in the adhesive and align them so that the tiled surface is flush with the top of the profiles. The profile should not be higher than the tiled surface, but rather about 1 millimeter lower. Don't forget to immediately remove any excess tile adhesive from the profile. The installation work can now be completed. With proper planning and execution, the Schlüter DILEX-KSA edge profile will create permanently maintenance-free and silicon-free perimeter joints.